Don't let the naysayers drag you down. Nil disparandum legitimi. Don't let them drag you down. Hey, all, Chris Mystery Cleaning wins the file coast once again. So, yeah. I was a bit hesitant about putting this video up, to be honest with you. I am not normally one that bites or rises to, you know, niff, naff and trivia on social media. However, someone has particularly irked me. So I've put up content around sort of a few bits and pieces, working with employees, doing a few bits, and all the art. It's just a bit of insight as to how I've managed it, etc. And I hope people find it useful. Fantastic, not an issue. However, one particular person left a comment on my channel and was basically sort of asking me about the how I've managed to split the businesses up for tax purposes and for, you know, efficiency, if you like. Okay, and I just wanted to sort of not set the record straight, because that implies actually give a crap what this person thinks. But if you're going to take criticism, if you're going to have people criticize you for what you do, okay. What I would say is that if someone criticizes you out of no other motivation than to sort of pick holes in what you do, you have to ask yourself, is this person a person who you would take advice off? Is this a person who knows better? Is this a person who's an expert in that field? Okay. And if the answer to those three questions is no, then generally speaking, you don't rise to it. You don't take it on. Okay. And you just go, ignore it. But I've had, you know, it demonstrates a point. I've had a person who's put comments up about how what I'm doing for, you know, having the two separate businesses, one that does jet washing, commercial window cleaning, one that does, you know, gutter clearing, etc. Okay, and charges VAT to companies. Okay, and another company that does residential window cleaning alone, right? And I've had I've had one person in particular snipe at me at least on 2 occasions now on the channel. And it just goes to show that no matter what you do, good, bad, indifferent, someone is going to have an opinion on it. Someone is going to want to call you out on it. Someone is going to want to sound clever and attack you for what you do. And the thing is, right, what made me chuckle the most, this person, who didn't even, to be fair, have his name legible on YouTube, and who has since deleted his comments, okay, has turned around and said what I'm doing is illegal, that I should sack my accountant, blah, 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 and all this sort of stuff. Because what I'm doing is illegal, it's tax evasion, etc. Now, you know, and he goes, well, what's your name? And blah, I can't find you on Company's House. Straight away, you're saying to yourself, right, so you want me to sack my accountant because you think the advice he's given me is wrong, is immoral, what he's doing is illegal, and take advice from someone who clearly cannot operate a search engine. Right, okay, cupcake. This person, basically, you know, was saying that they couldn't find me on Company's House, they couldn't find my company, etc., and all this sort of good stuff, right? And as a result of that, was saying, well, I was about a charity bet, £100 to a charity of your choice, blah blah blah, that you're right, and you know, I'm right and you're wrong, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, you utter reptile. You know who you are. On this chat, I think you know, his tagline was something like YB7180. So here's the thing, mate, 7180. I don't even know your name, but here's the thing, if you wouldn't say this to my face, yeah, quite frankly, button it and jog on. You know what I mean? You can't even operate a search engine, and you turn around and sort of say things along the lines of two sets of solicitors and three sets of accountants, no less than you do, and you can't operate a search engine on Companies House. Okay then, mate. You know what I mean? This ties in very, very neatly with, people's opinions of you when you start a business. When you start a business and you start doing things slightly different from other people, when you sort of, when you start making a success of it, okay? And here's the thing, right? I'm not saying I'm the best thing since sliced bread. I'm a work in progress. I'll be a work in progress to the very second I take my last breath, okay? I am not the all-knowing window cleaning god. I don't pretend to know everything. But what I do know, I try and help and share with other people. If that sort of sticks a needle in your eye, then this is not the channel for you. But when you start a business, other people will sort of see what you're doing and sort of say, well, be careful, Chris. Oh, I won't do that. Oh, blah, 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 and all this sort of stuff. Here's the thing, right? There's a reason why accountants earn good money. It's because they have complicated answers to complicated problems, right? I will take the advice of two sets of solicitors who have gone through a law degree, law school, who have practices, who run businesses, etc., okay, and are experts in the law. I will take advice of people who are accountants, who have got degrees, who've worked, in their own businesses, etc., and understand tax law and all this sort of stuff, okay, before I take any advice of some reptile telling me I'm doing something wrong on social media, okay? There is a reason why you pay an accountant for their advice, because they know better than Joe Blogs sat behind a keyboard ticking away. You're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. I don't know what's going on in this person's life to think that, it's okay to sort of poke holes in what I've got to do. You know what I mean? When they can't even operate Companies House, a search engine on Companies House. I just, every now and then you come across that one person who thinks they know it all. And you just think to yourself, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what an utter moron. What an absolute reptile. You great big chicken lips, hypocrite pig. Yeah? But what you do, the best way to handle these people generally is to sort of go, all right, okay, mate. All right. This video is not necessarily about sort of poking a hole at this guy who's sort of pulling, trying to pull apart what I'm trying to achieve. Knock yourself out, kid. You know what I mean? While you're busy dissecting what I'm doing, I'm just concentrating on me. Absolutely take advice from people you like, you trust, but do it based on what their expertise is. You won't take dietary advice, you know what I mean, off someone who is massively overweight. You would not take, advice on building a house from a guy that, sort of, oh, well, I know the theory. You take advice from people who have been there, who have done it, and who have the information and the know-how unlocked in here to be able to assist you in driving your business forward. Keyboard warriors do not fall into that category. So, yeah, don't mean to put the world to rights. This is not what that video is all about. But take advice from people who are where you want to be, or have the access into information that can get you from where you are now to where you want to be. The videos that I put out, I don't construe them as advice. I am literally, giving a bit of an insight as to what I have done, okay, why I have done it, how it works well, what doesn't work, well, okay. And here's the thing, right? Good, bad, or indifferent, I'll document the journey, but I'll be 100% honest with you guys, right? It's not a case of I'm the all-knowing whatever, okay? There are insights that I might have that you don't, and if you choose to listen, happy days, not a drama. If you just choose to casually watch it and go, all right, okay, fine, equally just as well. But please, you know what I mean? You know, save your criticism for someone that gives a crap. Anyway, I'm going to go and pick up my daughter from school. Have a happy, wonderful, productive upcoming week. And don't let the naysayers drag you down. Nil disparandum ummi legitimi. Don't let the bastards drag you down. Keep on keeping on. See you in the next one.